Hello everybody, a very good morning to you all and welcome back to a Taurex and Atmos live trading session here on this Friday morning. I do apologise that I have not streamed for the last couple of days. You probably can hear I've been a little bit under the weather, but we're back. We're back streaming, so I wanted to make sure I came on today, even though I'm not feeling 100%. I wanted to come back on and cover some of the markets that I missed. It's amazing, really, in these current market conditions that when you just have sort of 24 hours away from the charts, how much you miss, and that's just a sign of the volatility and the uncertainty and the carnage that we're seeing so far in 2025. So it's been a fascinating start to the year. Obviously, lots more news coming out over the last couple of days with tariffs, and I suppose everyone's going to be bored of talking about tariffs. I already am bored of hearing the word, to be honest. But it is unfortunately the market driver. It's the narrative of 2025. And if you're not up to date with what's going on, then you're going to get left behind. You're going to be struggling. You're going to be not understanding why some of these moves are happening. So it is important to at least try and have some sort of interest in it. But anyway. If you are around this morning, feel free to pop up and say hello. We've got some people on the YouTube channel. Osama, hello to you. He sent me some requests for some markets to look at, which I will take a look at, no problem. We've also got Bobby on the stream. Hello to you, Bobby. Good to see you. Thank you very much for tuning in today. And over on the Discord channel, we've got Dibble, of course. And, of course, we've got Kirkton, who... And hello to you, Zola. Good to see you. Fire intro. We're actually working on the all these graphics and stuff that you see in the starting soon graphics, all being updated. I don't like the current ones we've got. I want to make them better. So they're all being updated in the next sort of week or so. So, and just want to let everyone know as well who's watching is that I am currently working on a trading academy. It's going to be courses. I know there are a lot of courses out there, but I promise you, with the current the equipment and the camera that we've got here is like top drawer. So I'm going to be making a really good academy from sort of beginner all the way through to sort of like funded trader or competent trader, confident trader. So I'm working on that in the background as well. So that should be good. Okay, right. Let's stop wasting time and let's dive into. Let's just dive into very quickly. I'll just do a quick 2 or 3 minutes just on some of the stuff that I've missed personally on the economic calendar. So we saw, just to give you my I know it's old news, so I'm not going to dwell on it, but the inflation print in the US came in fairly soft actually. So that was an interesting report, which. The stock, as you can tell, normally, and this is what the one takeaway I want you to take from it, is that normally in a situation where inflation is falling, we would see the stock market rise. But in this current environment, we're now basically saying that a softer inflation print is giving us an indication of a weaker economy, and it's sort of heightening recession fears. So although the stock market had a little bit of a bid after the inflation print, you'll notice that maybe all of those gains were completely reversed by where I am today, by the time I came on today. So that's a sign really of this current situation that we're in. We're turning increasingly bearish on risk assets. We have got the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index out, and for those of you who are deep into their economics would know that this all started from this whole risk off thing actually started from the Consumer Sentiment Index, because we had a really weak Consumer Sentiment Index out. I can't remember exactly when the date was, but it caused pretty much it was the catalyst for the move lower. So let's see how confident consumers are now after everything that's happened, after all the tariffs, etc. We'll see how that's affected things. And other than that, I don't really want to, unless people want me to. Osama says Trump crazy. Unless people want me to, I will. We'll go straight into the price action, and because it is a Friday as well. Normally my Friday streams are a bit of a wrap up, but I am feeling a little bit behind. So I'm going to start with the requests that I've had through. So Osama wants me to look at USD CAD, USD Yen, gold, And USD Swiss franc. Okay, right. I'll start from the top. Let's look at USD yen. Okay, right. Not placed a trade on USD yen for a while, actually. Okay, interesting. How do I get that down there? There we go. 4 hour time frame. Yeah, I tell you what. I had a word with some of the people that I talk to when I trade, and we believe, and I believe that we're going to see a bit of a dollar rally at some point. So we've got some RSI divergence there. Okay, this is actually looking like a good trade for next week. Breakout above this high. Breakout above this high. Retest. You see this fair value gap in there? And we actually would have an order block. I think this could be a really simple, nice trade. Because when if we do get this break of structure, then that's our confirmation of a bullish reversal. And what I'll then look for is a test of an order block in here, test of my demand zone, and that would be what I look for pretty much. So for next week, I'm going to keep that analysis there because I think that looks really nice. We've got bullish RSI divergence. We've had an initial reaction. We've created I can't get my words out. What have we created there? We've created a higher low, and then we're looking for the confirmation break. The monthly time frame. Swing trader? Yeah, look at that as well. Actually, to be fair, the monthly. Monthly time frame. It's a difficult one, that, because I haven't seen any evidence of a. I can't see any evidence of a break of structure there. Right, so there's move higher, higher low, liquidity grab on this low. See that? There. Then another move, but we didn't manage to reach this high. So we're sort of in a period of consolidation. I mean, you could argue that we've now filled this monthly FVG, and we're reacting from it. And so I think what we could see is a rotational play, even up to sort of like 153, 154. I think that's something that we could see. And the way that I would play that is by this. That's how I'd play it for next week. Nice. What else have we got on there? USD CAD. A bit more of a trickier market. This looks like a bit more of a tricky. Because you actually look what we've done here. Accumulation. Took out both sides of this accumulation and then traded right back into the middle of the consolidation period here. It's a bit of a difficult one, this. I prefer dollar yen, I can't lie. This looks like this looks very choppy and messy, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, unless anyone has found anything, on dollar CAD that they want me to look at. For me, when I see something like that, it's a sign to come off the market. Like you saw how clean that USD yen analysis looked. Doesn't look as clean here for me. It looks a little bit more messy. I mean, you could argue. I mean, we are sort of in a holding pattern. You're in swing sells from last week's wick top. I don't love it. I don't love it, to be honest. So from this high, basically, I mean, you're in a decent amount of profit. My suggestion would be, how can you maybe, you may have already done this, but I'd think about maybe protecting your losses there. If that was me and I was in that trade, I would probably move my stop loss to entry. Because you're right, this could go, for me, it's a bit of like a 50-50. This definitely could. We definitely could see that. But if you look, overall, we are sort of in bullish, still sort of in bullish territory. I haven't really seen a clean piece of evidence to suggest we're going to be bearish. So I'd probably protect my losses there. That would just be me, or maybe take half off. But that would just be something that I would do. So yeah, a bit of a mess, that one. I prefer the dollar yen, to be honest. Dollar Swiss. Let's have a look at that, because I know that's been trading quite aggressively lower. Aha. That's what happens when you're ill and you miss the moves. Well, dollar Swiss, we're clearly. I actually already had this mark before I came on the chart, which says it all. This is a clear demand zone, which we are now reacting from. I wouldn't say it's like an aggressive reaction. It's a little bit of one of those ones where it looks like a sort of a low volume rally. But we're finding support, unfortunately, and we actually had the liquidity grab to the bottom side. Look. This is one of those ones where I'm going to have to watch it, and because you can see that we're pretty much on that trade. I'm at 1-to-1. So my analysis for dollar Swiss is that I think we're in a good support area here. You can see I had a trade tagged, which I completely just forgot about. I should have probably set a limit there, shouldn't I? But it doesn't matter. I think if we do now come below this low here, if we do get a situation where we come towards this low, I think we're going to end up breaking and coming down to 0.87. But as of right now, for me, that's the target. The top of the move, 0.92. I don't buy that the dollar's going to be down for that long. I really don't. And it's moved quite far now, and I think we're in this sort of territory where there could be some good swing dollar long opportunities. USD Swiss could have been one of them if I'd managed to get into it, but you know, oh well. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the structure is bearish here, so I suppose it's counter trend. But if you look overall at the structure, this is a really good area of support. So I think maybe we might see that move. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, gold. Gold. So I predicted, if anyone watched my year, I put out a video on social media, which done really well. I think got like 300,000 views. And I basically said what my prediction was going to be for like 3 markets in 2025. And for gold, I said $3,000 per ounce is what my 2025 prediction was. It's the 14th of March and we've already hit it. That's not me like boasting. I'm just saying that's crazy. It's surprising that we've come up that far. Now, you'll know when I analyse gold, I said that we're potentially seeing signs of not a reversal, but of a retracement. And for me, I said that in order for me to buy gold, I wanted to see a move down towards. This is the Fibonacci of basically this whole yearly move. I wanted to see a move down to 2814, which is 38.2%. I also wanted to maybe see a move down to 2,800 as that whole number psychological support. And then the great, if we, it was never really going to happen, I suppose. But 2720, which is the 61.8% in this golden zone, would have been a great area of support for me to look to buy gold from. And the reason that I didn't buy gold, and people might say, well, look at gold now; it's traded higher. You should have got in. The risk reward just wasn't there for me. I didn't know where to put my stop loss if I was going to buy gold, and where was I going to put my take profit? At 3,000 maybe, yeah. But the risk reward would have been like 1 to 1. I don't get out of bed for that. So come on. If you were trading on the lower time frame, which I don't, I'm talking like your 15-minute, 5-minute, then you probably, you would have got, and I did say that at the time, you could get good risk reward if you wanted to play it really aggressively, but I just didn't see, the risk reward was there for me. So could we see a reversal at 3,000? Have we reached 3,000 yet? We haven't. I imagine we will. Let's mark 3,000. There's 3,000. It would, yes, Curtin, I'll have a look at the pound versus US dollar as well, no problem. Could we see a reversal at 3,000? Definitely. I think potentially at 3,000 what we might see is some profit taking. Where would be a good area of support after that? Because we can delete this fib now because it's irrelevant. Well, if we do reach that 3,000, we do get a pullback. I think this could be a good area. You see here? This is basically where we saw the explosion yesterday. So let's see if we hit 3,000, probably get some profit taking down towards 2,920. And I think that could be, again, a really nice trade. Because even if you just targeted 3,000 again from that demand zone, you're talking 1.89 to 1. But if you targeted 3,050, I mean, in this current environment, why not? So yeah. Right, let's look at dollar yen. Not dollar yen, sorry, let's look at pound versus US dollar. Yeah, probably scalp buyers is probably a good shout, but I've been there and I've done that, Osama. I've been there and I've done that. I don't enjoy doing that. Okay, cable, GDP. Was it UK GDP, I believe? Minus 0.1%. Ouch. Yeah, that's not great for the pound, is it, really? To be honest with you, I don't want to be that guy who's like trying to call tops and stuff, but I'm trying to call the top here. You can see the RSI is bouncing around oversold. It's pretty much the same on the 4-hour. In fact, you can see actually bearish divergence. I know this is a bit of a risky play, but I think a good swing trade. So we've got 1.30. I'd probably say cover 1.303. Target this area. Yeah, look. It's a bit of a swing trade. It's a bit of a, trying to call the top. The thing is about the 1.23 is it hasn't been taken out yet. So maybe actually we need to probably say, right, we are bullish. What's the might be a good trend ride along there. Thank you, Skydwell. I appreciate that. It's good to be back. I'm not 100%, but I'm better than I was. That's for sure. I'm caught in two minds here, Curtin. Look, if we're going to follow the market structure, we got to say, look, let's not try and be a hero and trying to call the top here in the pound versus US dollar. What about a trend ride along from this? It's a big stop loss though, isn't it? It's a big old stop loss. I just can't see the dollar being down for that long. Maybe I'm being a bit blind and being wearing rose tinted glasses. Okay, look, what I think we might see on cable, it's a bit of a difficult one for now, is I think we might see 1.30 taken out. And then once we hit 1.30, I think we might then see the correction. Markets don't move in straight lines, okay? And we have come so far. I think there's a pullback coming. We shall see. Does it correlate with gold? One hour FEG. To be fair, this might be a good buy on the 1 hour. My fear is, Curtin, now, Joe, when you like in markets when you have a move which is like a distribution move, right? The big move. What often follows after that is either the retracement or a consolidation period, and I think we might be entering a consolidation period around these tops. So I think we might take out 1.30, and we could target that from this demand zone, but I'd have my take profit just below 1.3 to make sure I can get that, and then I'll be looking for sales. Okay, right. The other thing I wanted to quickly show you was I'm still obviously journaling my trades, and I haven't really placed that many trades this month, and I'm currently 2% down because of the 2 trades we placed at the beginning of the month. I'm still holding the euro yen trade, the euro yen long trade, which I tagged at the beginning of the week. I got so close to being stopped out. Look at that, very close, but we did rally. And I'm now in profit again, which is great. So I'm still holding on to this one, and you can see I'm trading at 1.5 to 1 now. So I will continue to monitor the ADX indicator as my exit criteria. And my trading swing on funded, so I'm funded. I'm a funded trader. So I like the idea of keeping this euro yen long, to be fair. And I will update the journal. I'll update the journal when it closes out. Okay. Good stuff. I think we've pretty much covered it all for today. So I will end the stream there, and I'll be back on Monday as normal for my week ahead stream. Which is where I'm going to, break down the top events and top opportunities of this week. If anyone does need me in the meantime, feel free to reach out on the Discord. I normally do reply on the weekends as well when I can. So just reach out and ask any questions that you may have, and keep sending your analysis in as well, and I'll take a look at that. Until then, wait, one more. Wow, look at that, right on the bell. The Nasdaq. To be fair, I did forget about stocks. I should have covered stocks. What did I say? What did I say about if we get a close below this moving average, this 200-day moving average? Watch what happens after. We are in free fall. The S&P 500. I said, watch what happens if we close below the 200-day moving average. Look. So I think we are looking at more downside. I don't think it won't come without any rallies. I think what might happen now is, or I don't know where from, to be honest, but I think we could get a pullback. And what I'd love to see is if we test that 200-day moving average again, if we then get that next leg lower. And that would be a sign that we're having a really bearish year. Not just even a bearish couple of months, a bearish year. So Look, Bobby, for the Nasdaq right now, I would love to see a move back up to the 200-day moving average. Maybe that could be a good counter trend trade. I have to say the technicals are turning bearish. The fundamentals are not great at the moment. We see weaker data in the US. We see uncertainty around the tariffs, and it's not a good environment at the moment. I think this is opening up to be one of those opportunities where we're all going to look back and say, I wish we bought the dip. I do believe that. I don't think the bottom's in yet. It's going to be hard to pick the bottom. I'm going to try my best, because if you can catch anywhere near the bottom in this market, you could have a trade of a lifetime. And that's what I keep telling myself. So I'm not actively looking to sell, but I am keeping my eyes on this firmly, because I would love to catch the bottom at some stage. But that stage might be further into this year. I'm not sure. We'll have to see when all this is cleared up. Okay, good stuff, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in today. I do hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Again, I do apologise for the only 2 streams this week. To be fair, though, actually, it might be better to maybe do less streams, but for longer. Maybe people can come on and ask more questions. We'll see. But I'll continue working on the academy and stuff in the background, and any updates I have on that, I will let you know. Until then, trade well, trade safe, and I'll see you soon.